Well, hello there, Ingafay here, and I'm so excited that you are watching my first episode of I Did That. So today I wanted to share with you how I sold $1,000 in less than 36 hours. Let me give you a little bit of background. Constantly working my direct sales business every day, and sometimes things don't necessarily go as we would plan. So I was at the end of the month where I needed to make a miracle happen. So when I get in these kind of situations, I make it a point to kind of ask myself questions, just have some good thinking time and meditate and pray over the situation so I could figure out what my next step was. And I got the idea that I needed to consult some of my customers that I hadn't talked to in a while that I knew had ordered that probably would want to order again. They were running low on their products. So that's what I did. And I was very strategic in doing that. I wanted to make sure that it was a time that would be conducive to them buying something. So, the first tip that I wanted to share with you is that you have to be a doer more so than a hearer. Hear these things, don't give up, find a way, make a way, just continue to push forward, get better every day, and then it'll eventually have a compound effect of a great result. But you just got to keep doing it every day, day in, day out. It's a daily grind. I know you've heard all of that. But the thing about it is, you got to do it for the magic to happen, because it's not going to happen just out of the clear blue sky. Your blessing is not going to fall from the sky. It's going to be a result of you constantly putting in the daily mundane grind to get her done. So that's tip number one. So this wasn't something that just miraculously happened. This is something that I had been working on for a while. Another tip, too, I wanted to give you is that you want to stay in contact with your prospects and your customers on some kind of frequency, and you decide that frequency. It and when you do that, you decide what mode is best, or even ask them the best way to get in contact with you. Some people do better with email. There are others that are better with social media, and want to get in touch with somebody, you send them a text. They'll see that quicker than they see anything else. So making sure that you're using those different mode of communications to get in contact with your prospects as well as your customers. And also that's going to help you stay in their face. And when I say stay in their face, it just basically means that for whatever reason they may have gotten distracted. I've had so many people tell me they're going out of town or even needing to call me all week, and they just happen to remember because they're going out of town and they need their stuff immediately. I make it a point to send my customers and even my prospect communication on a regular basis. So they're always seeing my name. And then I have a lot of people that, for whatever reason, they will reorder product through those means of communication. If I send an email, then I may get a response back from Susie Q that she needs XYZ product. So it really helps me to get continuous business, residual business, by making sure that I stay in front of my prospects as well as my clients. So that would be tip number three. Stay in front of them. Two is stay in front of them. And three would be via text, email, and social media. You want to do all three, just as a reminder. The fourth one is to be very strategic when it comes time for you to make something happen, because for the most part, people are working, they're employees, not employers. So they're going to get paid a certain time of the month. It could be the first and the 16th. It could be every other week. They're going to have some kind of frequency. And as you get to know your customers, you'll know their payday frequency, because they'll tell you, oh, girl, I'm going to have to wait till next week to get it because that's when I get paid. So one of the things that I made sure to do when I was on this quest to make this miracle happen was that I strategically requested help from my customers right around their payday. And that was one of the things that helped me achieve my goal because they had funds available. I didn't have the objection of, well, girl, I don't get paid till next week. I made sure that I did that. And then I gave them a timeline. I gave them a deadline to let them know, look, I need to do this by this date at this time. So they had a sense of urgency to get her done. And then last, but definitely not least, I offered a qualifying giveaway. Now you may ask, well, what does that mean? Basically, they had to spend a certain amount for them to qualify to be entered in this product giveaway that I was giving. So I had people that wanted to make sure they were in the giveaway. So they spent that amount to make sure they got in the giveaway, which I had never done before, which was basically brilliant because then it helped my sales to increase to that magic amount, which helped me know how many people I needed to reach my goal based on that quantity. And because they were going to make sure they hit it to be entered in the drawing. I am hoping that these tips that I'm giving you today would be a benefit to you. If you would like the complete guide, just comment guide below and I can send you actually my guide so you can see the step-by-step tips that I just gave you. As always, thanks for watching and I will see you next week on I Did That, and hope that this will be a blessing to you. Don't give up. You got this.